Hello, everybody. Welcome to another podcast episode 7. Just a thought, we're doing it a little bit differently this time. We're doing trending topics. And in this video, I'm featuring 3 of my best friends, Brian, Josh, and Jesse. Jesse, who you've seen before. You haven't seen Brian, you haven't seen Josh, but you will see them more often moving forward. But we're just talking trending topics. We're just having fun. We're all quarantined. We're trying to have a good time and not be quite as miserable and still be sociable. I'm an extrovert, so I like to socialize with people. So I found this app on my computer that I'm talking to you guys with right now that allows us to have remote podcasts, which is pretty exciting. So I want to do that more often. And in this podcast, I'm featuring them. We did have some technical difficulties and stuff like that, so I will mention that, but we're going to go right into it right now. Just a Thought, podcast episode 7. We're talking John Jones and other topics that are trending right now, okay? Hopefully you enjoy. Take care.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video, Just a Thought podcast episode 7. We're doing it differently this time. We got 3 of my best friends on here, and we're doing a quarantine podcast. From now on, since we're in a post-apocalyptic world, we're gonna be doing isolated podcasts moving forward. So that way we don't get bitten by zombies by interacting with people outside. Okay, so we're staying inside, and we're doing this right now, and it's gonna be trending topics. So right now we're on Google Trends, and I may post links in the description down below for what we talk about. So let's move right on. So guys, what's up, man? I mean, I know you guys are all quarantined away and stuff like that. How you holding up? What about you, Brian? How you holding up in Buffalo, man?
I'm doing good, man. I coach before this. I was coaching every night, so during the day I was always at the house anyways. So yeah. I'm just like playing FIFA all day. I got Need for Speed for $5, so I'm playing that.
Oh yeah.
Busy. Yeah.
Well, I guess what I should do also is I should sort of introduce everybody a little bit, because I know whoever's watching this video at this time, you guys are probably not familiar with Brian. He's one of my best friends. I've been friends with him for at least 10 years, about 10 years or so.
Yeah, bro, 10 years. Yeah.
So we all from the Binghamton area. I'm not from the Binghamton area, but I kind of feel like I am just because I've been living here for so long. But I know these guys are born and raised in the Binghamton area, and Brian now lives in Buffalo. You coach soccer too, don't you, Brian?
Yeah, dude. I coach soccer. I got 3 teams right now.
Oh yeah, 3 teams.
Yeah, 3 teams.
You handle a lot, man. Make sure you send me your Instagram or anything like that, and I'll post it in the description so people can check that out.
Word, I got you.
Yeah. What about you, Jesse? How long you been living in the Binghamton area?
Man, 30 years, man. I've been here my whole life. Man, up until 2 years ago, I didn't even leave the state, man. I stayed here my whole life.
Yeah. Oh, the first time you left the state was 2 years ago?
Yeah, pretty much, man. When I was a kid, and I don't remember it. Other than that, yeah.
Oh man.
I've been here my whole life.
Yeah. Well, you made it back just in time from the zombies, and because I know you were at Bike Week in Florida.
I was almost trapped down there. It was
You didn't get bitten though, did you?
No, I didn't get bitten, man. I got bit by a mosquito once, but I think I'll live.
Well, hopefully you don't have the Zika.
Well, yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully I don't have the corona either, man. I don't like the beer or I don't want the virus either.
Josh, we can only see the top half of your head. So where's the bottom half of your head from? Is your beard from somewhere else?
I saw Jesse doing this, so his beard was only showing, so I figured we were the beard house, so we're just going to show our beards.
Yo, man, you can see my whole face. It's just you that you can't see your face, man.
Now I can.
That's because you moved the camera, man.
Man, all right.
So, Josh, are you from the Binghamton area as well?
Yep, same as Jesse, man. All my life.
How long you been living in the Binghamton area, man?
Oh, God, 29 years, because I'm not 30 yet.
Okay. So, about as long as you've been alive, huh?
That's true, yeah.
Let me interject and say I was born in Manhattan, though, not Binghamton.
Oh, shit. Okay. So,
I was born in Johnson City, not Endicott or Binghamton.
Okay. Well, Brian should go first because he is born in Manhattan, so that makes him more bougie than the rest of us.
Bougie.
So we're gonna bleep that out. And
oh, my bad.
So we're gonna talk about some trending topics today, essentially. And I wanted to talk about. I guess we have to talk about what's going on in the world right now. What's going on crazy in the world? The craziest thing in the world right now is this documentary on tigers that Brian wanted to talk about. I know that's the number one trending topic in the world right now. Is what everybody's talking about. There's a topic about tigers. There's a show on Netflix, and I'm pulling up Google Trends right now.
It's the craziest documentary you're ever going to see in your life.
Oh, was it? Oh, Jesse, you're the one that wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, man, it's the craziest thing ever. Josh's seen it too.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
well, it's easy to confuse you and Brian because you guys look exactly alike. So my bad. Go ahead, Jesse. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like this random dude that owns like this zoo full of tigers, and like I don't know. It's the craziest thing. He's got like 3 husbands or something. No, 2 husbands at one time. They got married. Yeah, they got married like together as like a 3-person wedding.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's like, and then he actually ran for president in the last presidential election, and ran for governor of Oklahoma. And he's like making all these crazy videos about like, I don't know. He was like shooting guns, and he's like, we don't need like, I don't know, like protection or like a military. We just need like some crazy rednecks with guns or something. It was like the craziest thing ever.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll if I get the opportunity, I'll check it out after I watch Ozark season 3. I know that's.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet, but I've heard that's pretty good.
Yo, so I heard one of the husbands died from getting shot.
Yo, it's actually in the documentary. You like see there's like this campaign manager guy, and he watches the other dude like shoot himself in the head. You like see his reaction like live to this dude killing himself.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that you don't see like the video of that dude killing himself, but it's like the dude like sitting in a chair, and you hear like a flash. And the dude's face is just like he's just staring there for mad long. I thought like my internet froze, but I got that good internet, so it didn't really freeze.
Well, the thing is,
my dog in the background complaining.
Well, you have a dog, so hopefully our podcast is trending, because you have a dog, and that should be about as exciting as a guy with tigers.
Oh yeah, dude.
Man, this dude is a crazy dude.
So yeah, let's move on here. Josh, did you watch this tiger thing?
Yeah, dude. It was like it's like the Aaron Hernandez documentary, but with like a zookeeper, man. Like the amount of drama that's in the Tiger King is like equal, if not more, than the Aaron Hernandez crap. It's nuts, bro.
So what I wanted to ask you as well. Now, are you in a part of Binghamton where there's an earthquake going on? Because your camera is doing a lot of vibration.
Should I set it up on something?
Yeah,
I'm holding it. Man. Maybe I have Parkinson's. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna have a seizure if I keep watching your screen.
Can you guys all hear my dog barking in the background like that?
I can.
Should I go let her out of the cage?
Yeah, that's better.
Cut down on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's if you want to, it doesn't sound too bad on my end. I don't know about you guys. How does it sound on you guys' end?
That sounds fine. I mean, he sounds fine to me.
Okay. All right. So the number one trending topic with 2 million plus searches is Joe Diffie. And I guess he's a country music artist who passed away from the let's call it the pandemic virus, because you can't really say the real name on YouTube. Otherwise, you have no chance of ever making money off a video.
Hold on,
or they'll demonetize you or whatever the case is. Since I'm not making any money off of YouTube anyway, who cares? So coronavirus. Joe Diffie is a country music singer that passed away. He's 61 years old, native of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, is it Oklahoma or Oklahoma? Which one is it?
Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma. Okay. So but I said Oklahoma, so my bad.
You also said forward instead of forward.
Yeah, well, that's how I talk. That's how I talk. 61-year-old native of Tulsa. For some reason, when I get on camera, I can't read or talk anymore. So I don't know. Anyway, this whole thing. I'll tell you right now, I kind of took this thing for granted a little bit more so than I probably should have. Because I don't know, like for some reason, you guys remember like the whole Zika thing from a few years ago, then the Ebola, and then the H1N1, SARS, bird flu. They all were scary, and the news kind of blew them up. But this is like some next level stuff right now. Like, so it must be serious. You know what I'm saying? But seemingly, it doesn't seem. The signs and symptoms of the corona is like the flu. So I didn't really think it was going to be that serious. Like, it wasn't just killing anybody, you know what I'm saying, of any age, randomly like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was droplet precautions, which is the same thing as the flu. So I kind of equated the two of them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that it would be so contagious. So I don't know. What did you guys think?
Well, we kind of got it the worst right now. Like, we have New York State has half of the cases that are in USA.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Absolutely insane.
And I think the USA is up to like 100,000,
Yeah.
over 100,000 cases right now.
And there's 52,000 in New York.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Josh, did you expect this?
I kind of got caught like you did, man. Like, I thought it was like because the media is always doing stuff like crying wolf, kind of, you know, like everything's a big deal. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, like you said, I was like, this is like a flu. You know what I mean? It kills less than the flu so far, blah, blah. But then doing my own research and stuff, you find out that like it's the level of contagiousness that is the biggest issue. And it's you're getting like chronic pneumonia from it, you know? So like doing my own research on it, not necessarily just like following one avenue of information. Like I feel like I have a better understanding of it. And yeah, I think it is pretty serious. Which is crazy because I was like, nah, man, this ain't nothing. You know what I mean? It's just one other thing like that Ebola, but nah, it's real. Yep.
Yeah, it's a sad situation. And like I was telling you guys earlier this week, I actually plan on potentially, because right now they're throwing up to like $70 an hour to LPNs. I'm an LPN, up to $70 an hour to work in New York City. I already got my schedule for May, but I'm thinking I already got my schedule for April, but I'm thinking in May I may go to the city. But right now in Binghamton, they're offering $50 an hour for LPN to work at the hospital on the front lines of this corona thing. So I may not even need to go to the city. Either way, I'm going to do it because that's a game changer right there. Plus, I'd be doing some good and helping out. And, you know, they're already short of nurses and things like that. So it's a good opportunity to do something and potentially help people.
Yeah,
and
sidebar on that when you're done.
Yeah.
You might not have to, bro. You might not have to.
Why?
Because I've read this article on they might be shipping, that's a bad word for it, but they might be moving people from hospitals that are at capacity with the coronavirus to upstate. So you might just be able to stay here and deal with it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I heard that too.
Yeah, Jesse. I mean, Jesse, what when you heard about this, did you think this was going to be this big?
Well, no, because right before this, like we were just talking about, I actually went on a plane and went to Florida and went to Bike Week. And then I got there, and then all this started shutting down, and I was like, well, then maybe I should have stayed in New York.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't take it serious. I got on a plane and flew like, I don't know how many states Florida is from New York, like 10 states away.
I was worried about you, man. I didn't know if you was going to make it back here, man.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. I mean, like right before that time, I was pretty much at every major mass gathering in the state of Florida for like that entire week. And then they didn't shut it. Like I went there on Monday, and when like everything in New York shut down, it was like Saturday, Sunday-ish when everything started coming out. So they were shutting it down. So like I had already been like at Bike Week the whole week.
That's
before,
crazy.
Like Florida at that point, I think there was only like one case in all of Florida at that time. So it wasn't really like that.
No. All right, so welcome back. We had some technical difficulties. We're back now. Everybody's on different spots on the screen, so it's super disorienting. But we have added 2 new guests. We got a white puppy and a dog named Bro.
We got Roscoe too.
Say hi, bro.
Oh, you got everybody's got a dog. Okay, I'm gonna let my little dog out then. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna have to
all pit mixes.
Bro's an introvert too, so does he look nervous?
Roscoe, you see him?
Bro's an introvert.
Yo, he sees him. He's like, what is that?
Shadow. Shadow's ready for friends. She's looking to play with anybody.
Now, is her name Shadow or is it Scoozy? Which one is it?
It's Shadow. It's Shadow.
Okay. Because Josh keeps calling her Scoozy.
Yeah, that's her nickname. She doesn't want to sit right now, though.
The puppy has a nickname.
Yo, can you guys just look at Bro's face real quick? Just look at
his face. Yo, look at his look at his face. He does not. I don't know if he wants to be on camera, man. I don't know if Bro wants to be on camera.
He's shy.
Oh, okay. You can lay down, bro. You can lay down.
Now, did you guys know that the puppies can get coronavirus too, or dogs can get coronavirus?
No, I thought they couldn't.
Oh yeah,
I heard animals couldn't.
Yeah, look, you gotta look that up, man. Yeah, look it up. I promise I didn't make this one up. Some of the things I make up, but this one is.
Well, you shouldn't make anything up, man. That's frowned upon.
Oh, okay. We need to have facts going on. Okay. All right. So going back to Google Trends as we were doing earlier, and I know right now, I really just want to talk about stuff that I care about, like Ozark. Yeah. Like, did you guys any of you guys see the new season of Ozark?
Yeah, bro. I saw the first 2 episodes last night.
What
I've
about
never
you, Josh?
watched any of the episodes.
No, I've seen the first 2 seasons, but I saw that it popped on Netflix, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I'm actually watching a Westworld right now. I watched season 1 and season 2.
You haven't gotten to season 3 yet?
I just started season 3. Yo, it is crazy. Like,
is it?
Have you guys seen this show?
Yeah.
Nah, man, never. No, not even one episode. Haven't even seen the introduction to it.
I mean, did you know before this conversation that it existed?
I've heard the name, but I've never heard anything about it, so I have no idea what it's about.
You might have heard that there's
weird,
an Old
so
West.
I never looked into it.
Did you just hear that it was in west part of the country, and you think we're talking about that, or you know there's an actual show called The West?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but it sounded like a weird name, so I was like, I'm not with it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah. But so essentially, this show is androids in the Old West, and it's like a theme park that people go to, and to live out their fantasies of whatever they want to do, whatever kinds of debauchery they want to do. But it's set in the Old West. But all the hosts are androids, so if they kill them, they can be reborn in the lab, essentially. You know what I'm saying? But then they become sentient, and the artificial intelligence develops, and they become sentient, and they start to take over and stuff like that. So it's interesting. But right now in the 3rd season, not to spoil it too much in case you guys want to watch it. Yeah, it's like the show, huh?
Don't spoil it too much.
I'm not gonna spoil it too much. I'm just gonna say in the 3rd season they go escape. Okay, I mean the show it's obvious they're gonna escape because they became sentient. So this is not spoiling it too much. They escape and they go into the regular world, but the show switches completely, and it's like a cyberpunk futuristic world, like Star Trek or something like that. It's absolutely crazy. It's a good show.
Cool.
But I definitely want to get into Ozark this week. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
It's kind of hard. There's not a lot going on right now. They've pretty much shut everything but these 4 TV series that we've talked about now.
I'll tell you what's going on. John Jones got arrested again. Anybody have any opinions on John?
Yeah, man.
Not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, we're all from the Binghamton area where he's from and stuff like that. We're all very familiar with John Jones. If you don't know John Jones personally and you're from this area, you definitely know somebody that knows him personally.
Yeah, man. I know. I used to party with him and all that before he got famous, and like I don't know him now as a person, but I do know. If he ever sees this, like, yo, John, Uber.
Yeah,
got mad money. It's so much money.
I think he's innocent, man. I think he's innocent. I think it's a big conspiracy. Somebody poured the beer in his mouth.
And in other John Jones related news, did you guys hear that Chandler donated 150,000 meals to the one of like the food banks in this area for here and Arizona?
That's cool.
Well, so that's 300,000 meals between the 2 areas.
That's pretty cool that he did that, but and that's amazing. The problem is the way the news is structured. They're not going to talk about is your dog just destroying?
She's just destroying everything under the sun back there.
I think she's mad that you put her down. She wants to be a part of the show.
Yeah, she probably is. She's coming back up.
But anyway, what was I talking about here?
You were talking about about Chandler and the food
Yeah,
things.
so the news won't talk about what's going on with stuff like that too often because the news is really not news; it's negative news. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
They did have him on WBNG here. They had Chandler do like a little phone interview, and he said that he did it because he grew up here and he kind of was treated like family when he came here from Rochester.
That's awesome. So, that's a good guy, man. Unfortunately, the genes didn't. The good genes didn't go to everybody. The talent certainly went to everybody, but when last you heard John Jones do anything for the Binghamton area at all, other than come here and cause a
took down a telephone pole a couple years back.
So it was one of those rotten telephone poles that needed to come down, and he just decided to take it down with his car, right?
They chopped it.
Yeah, I'd actually had a bad experience with that telephone pole once. It attacked me. I was walking home and I had tripped, and the telephone pole injured my shoulder.
So did you contact John Jones and have him get some ladies of the night?
He just did it out of the kindness of his heart, kind of like Chandler. So it was just a kind gesture by him to take care of that telephone pole that injured me.
And here I was thinking that John Jones wasn't a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't an asset to the Binghamton area, but he's out here taking out poles.
Oh, he's an asset, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, asset.
Yeah, he's an asset. Yeah. But I definitely will talk more about John with someone that knows him even more personally, and has some personal experiences with that guy. But he definitely needs help, though. I mean, all jokes aside, he needs help. The problem is, I don't think that John has, for somebody to behave like that and get away with it. He's very talented, obviously, but I don't think that he has anybody that can say anything to him around him. You know, I don't know if that's by accident, like by design by him, or just people just don't want to be around him. But clearly, there's nobody to give him any checks and balances to make sure that he is behaving in a more appropriate manner. Because he's driving around himself whilst being intoxicated. So does he not have friends that can drive him around, or he just doesn't want anybody to drive him around? Like I don't know.
I think it's, you got to look at it like two ways too. Like you said, with all jokes aside, like having a lot of fame and a lot of like natural born talent like he has, definitely probably doesn't have anybody checking him. But I know regular people that do that. You know what I mean? That don't make the best life choices and stuff. So, I mean, he needs some people in his corner, but he probably doesn't allow it. You know what I mean? If you got that much fame, man, you don't want to hear anything. You know what I mean? I can't imagine, being like devil's advocate, what that feels like to be like, I've been running this game for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like nobody can touch me. I don't know. It's got to mess with his psyche a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely think that, because like sometimes if I go out and like two people know who I am, I'm the same way. Like all night, you can't tell me nothing now. Like 2 people knew who I was. That's it. You can't tell me nothing all night now. All right, it's over. I'm doing whatever I want now.
Yeah.
So I feel it.
So, and the UFC is deciding to put on events anyway. I think UFC
they're putting that Tony and Khabib on, man.
They are.
You can't let that fight go again. That's the fourth. That'll be the 5th time it didn't happen.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I want to see the fights for sure. So part of me feels like let the fight happen anyway. But as long as they take the necessary precautions and stuff like that, they're not being reckless with it. But they're $1 billion companies. So I would hope that they're not reckless with it.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna do it from what they've reported is they're trying to look at like overseas venues that haven't had really any infections of the coronavirus yet. But that's like April, so
like where, Antarctica?
No, I think it was like Chechnya or something like that.
Oh, Chechnya.
There haven't been like any reported cases there.
Yeah, that's because there's no people in Chechnya.
Right? Well, there'll be Tony and Khabib in Chechnya, and that'll be enough.
Yeah.
I heard they were gonna fasten those sneeze guards in front of the fighters on their shoulders so they can still throw punches but not cough.
Essentially, like what you would put on your dog if your dog had some work done and you didn't want some.
Yeah.
You don't want your dog to chew on
I'm biting the stitches. Yeah, I'm biting the stitches.
Yeah.
Might work.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't know. And but yeah, I really want to see this fight. I know, like I said, it's probably going to be the greatest lightweight fight we've ever seen. I mean, Tony Ferguson is like on an 11-fight win streak or something like that, at least, right?
No, I think it's a little bit more than that, but yeah, it is something crazy.
Yeah.
The last time he lost, there was actually no female fighters in the UFC. Let's put it that way.
Wow. Yeah. Huh. I didn't even know that there were female fighters in the UFC.
Yeah, there's like 3.
Okay. I usually skip over those fights, I guess. So, I don't know. Brian, you a big MMA fan?
Not big, but I definitely appreciate it. I love watching it. I love that Brazilian dude, Costa.
Yeah, Paulo Costa.
Oh, Paulo Costa,
man.
yeah.
Fucking love that dude. Yeah.
I don't know if you like Paulo Costa so much as you probably like saying Paulo Costa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just makes you like you can circle your mouth. Paulo Costa.
Yeah, that's one of those names where you every time you introduce yourself, you give them your full name. Like, what's your name? Paulo Costa. Like, you don't ever just say your first or last name. It's always your full name. One of those names.
Oh man, but yeah, that dude is a beast, man. He's a
Man,
beast.
he's like a real like Superman. He's just soaking, yoked.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah. And Israel Adesanya just fought Yoel Romero.
Yeah, he's supposed to fight Apollo Costa next.
Adesanya?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win that one?
Man, I'm gonna have to say Adesanya, man.
Yeah.
I thought Romero was gonna give him some trouble, and well, they threw like 8 punches, so there really wasn't a whole lot of fighting there. But I'm gonna have to go with Adesanya.
Well, at this rate, with the way everything is going right now, we might never see that fight anyway.
We might not.
Yeah. Well, I hope everything recovers, and and we can get back to our normal lives here pretty soon. I mean, everybody was taking things for granted. I think, I was one of them. We're all Americans. We all live here, so we don't really know what real struggle is like. So faced with some real struggle, it's like we're all losing our minds. And when I say we're all, obviously not all of us, but a lot of people. Yeah, I see people like in the grocery stores punching the screen and stuff like that, and because they can't, the almond milk won't cash out fast enough, so they can get out of there. I mean, if you're buying almond milk, your life probably isn't that bad.
Straight up. I'll tell you what, though. But what is bad, Johan? Maybe you can help me with this. My fucking ankles are bad. They're all swollen up. Like I got like a fat person's ankle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like all this like water retention. I don't know what it is, but all like 4 or 5 days into this, my ankles just blew up.
You didn't injure yourself?
Nah. I just like looked down one day. I'm like, what the fuck? What the heck? And
that's the hardest part about this whole thing, man.
It's so hard, dude. My bad.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do some editing on this video.
Yeah, you just got that ankle, man. Just put some ice on it. Drink water, put ice on it, man.
Well, I was gonna say like you know what I mean, like Johan's, you probably know the most about this. Like, what do I do? Like, it's obviously due to like lack of activity. But
do you take any painkillers?
No, I've been taking Tylenol a little bit for this.
Just a little bit, not a whole lot of Tylenol.
No, I'll take like 2 in the morning, 2 at night. I'm trying to take like 3 doses throughout the day, but I always forget. So I'm taking like 2 in the morning, 2 at night. So
I'm gonna say for inflammation in your ankles and things like that, you would definitely want to do something like ibuprofen instead, because it's an NSAID, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. And that's going to work better for you than Tylenol. Tylenol is good for pain, but it's more of something you use. If you don't have pain, just plain old regular pain, I would say use Tylenol for like if you're having a fever or something like that. But if you have inflammation of the joints, which is essentially one of the things that would lead to swelling, I would say do ibuprofen instead. The other thing, and even more important than that, the thing that you want to do is you want to elevate your ankles on pillows and stuff like that above your heart, and that allow like the fluid that's retained in your ankles to like sort of go back into the blood vessels and
I've been doing that, but I heard I didn't do my research on it, so I'm just saying. But I heard that if you take ibuprofen, you're more susceptible to corona. Random.
There's a rumor about that, but we had a meeting at work the other day, and the guy that runs our company is a doctor, and he was saying that's like non-confirmed. So that's not something I would hang my hat on. If you need to take ibuprofen, go ahead and do it. But for swollen ankles, I would say put your feet up, elevate. That's the number one thing. And if they are painful and stuff like that, I would use ice packs.
It's not that kind of. It's not like that kind of pain. It's just annoying that I can't like go fucking play. Sorry, man. Sorry, all right. Cut. It's annoying that I can't play soccer. Like,
you can also like sit down and like put your feet in the air and like wiggle them like you're really walking, and that'll like make your body think that it's doing physical activity even though it's not.
Like this?
Yeah. It's like your body's like, yo, we're walking. It's gonna move the water. And then you know what I mean? You're not really walking. You're just sitting there.
Can I exercise too much?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you certainly can. I don't know what you're doing for exercise though.
I'm just like going for walks and like I was jumping rope, but I stopped jumping rope.
Yeah, I would definitely elevate for a while. Give it a week. Stay off your feet as much as you can, and you kind of really don't have too much of a choice right now because I'm assuming you're quarantined. You're home for the most part.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
So I would say elevate your feet and stuff like that. Put it up on pillows above your heart as much as you can. Like even when you're sitting right now, your feet shouldn't be down. Like if you can put your feet up on an ottoman. I know how much you love ottoman.
I do, bro.
I know you're a big fan of ottoman, so
I can't say what I want.
Fuck yeah, Ottoman.
Wow.
Got mad work to do, Johan. It's mad work to do.
I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know. I'm gonna send you guys the video to edit it and edit it out, bleep it out.
All right. Now my feet are up. We good.
So we don't really have too much time left. We got like 10 minutes. And I feel like we're running out of ideas of things to talk about at this point. This is our first ever podcast, so we'll definitely be more prepared next time. We just want to get our technical difficulties out of the way and things like that. Did you guys have anything else you want to talk about? We got about 10 minutes left, roughly.
Nah, man, I'm pretty good. We talked about the crazy Tiger King. I got this crazy dog that I just got a month ago. Yeah. So I've been dealing with her. Yeah, I've been getting the videos, man. You guys are like proud parents. You're just man. Well, a lot of videos with the two dogs, and they're mad cute. I did post a couple of pictures of Scoozy or Shadow on my on the Just a Thought Instagram, and waiting for Josh to send me some of bro. Brian, she's a very cute dog, but she's not that well behaved right now. But she's also just a puppy, so yeah, she's learning. She's learning. True. Yeah, y'all can send me some photos of the dogs and stuff like that. I can put them on the page. I know people like cute animals and stuff. Yeah, man. So you got anything, Brian?
Not really, man. I'm playing FIFA. Anyone watching this want to lose? Use your tag, Coach Jackson _ PS4.
Okay. Yeah. Text me the thing. I'll put it in the description. What about you, Josh? You looking for people to play Xbox with you or something?
Nah, man. I'm a solo player, man. We got the boys that get on the Call of Duty every once in a while.
Riding solo.
We don't want them randos, man. We don't want them randos.
All right, cool.
Man, I played some Grand Theft Auto. My name is Squirmy Mirror 27.
What is it?
It's Squirmy Mirror 27.
Squirmy
funny
Mirror?
Story. Yeah, funny story. I don't know how that name became my gamer tag. I actually never even created an online account. I just had that name. And it's so funny that I've now stuck with it. So I'm now Squirmy Mirror 27.
I like it. That should be like your rapper name. Like when we decide to start making music, that could be your name, Squirmy Mirror.
I thought he was gonna be Binghamton Malone.
Binghamton Malone. That's a good name for him. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So Johan, have you been writing on that beat that you made?
I have not, man. Like, dude, my back is messed up, and actually, as we're talking right now, my back is killing me. Just sitting in some of these chairs hurts my back a lot, and yeah, I've been having a lot of back problems and stuff like that for like the last month. I've been having to work with that. My back is really messed up. And so just sitting on chairs to try to make music is difficult. So once my back gets better, I'll do that. Yeah, as I'm talking to you guys right now, my back is in serious pain. So
you should elevate your back above your heart.
let that blood flow.
Try that.
Yeah, right. And then like move your arms like you're walking, and then your body will think that you're walking.
Well, we fake it out.
Yeah, I mean it's just you're just trying to trick the body at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been working on my my flexibility, and I can now curl myself into a pangolin ball. So if anybody ever decides to eat me, I'm going to start the next pandemic.
Impressive.
I don't know.
Yo, I have been watching.
I have no clue what I'm talking about right now. What were you going to say, Brian?
I was going to say I saw on Hulu they got Dragon Ball GT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Oh, like the old show from the 90s?
No, GT, the one with like they got Baby, like Vegeta.
Yeah, that came out in the 90s, like in the late 90s.
Right.
Oh wow, I'm late then. All right.
Yeah, that came out long. That's not new, man. Yeah, if it's not Dragon Ball Super, it's not new. Is there a new season of Dragon Ball Super?
Nah, I can't wait for that though.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick. If I can find some time to watch that for sure, that'd be great.
You haven't finished that yet?
No, I finished it, but I was just wondering if they started a new one. You know, I saw the movie with Brawly and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Did I see that with you in theaters?
I don't know if we did. Maybe we did.
Did you see it in theaters or no?
I saw it in the theater. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was with you. Yeah.
Oh, we saw it. Okay.
Yeah, that was dope.
That's before
I wish I could go to a movie theater right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up. Yo, they got on Amazon Prime. They got like movies that you can watch at home. Like they're like in theater. It's supposed to be in theaters right now.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
So can you pay the same money that you'd pay for the theater to watch them?
I haven't tried yet.
Oh, so that's pretty sweet. So instead of the movie theaters being out, they're just putting them on Amazon. You can still watch them. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
How much does Amazon charge you for making popcorn at your house for that?
Man, collectively, don't we have an Amazon account between us? We got everything else. Is that the only thing we don't have?
Yeah, we share.
No, we got one. I got one. I got the Prime.
Yeah, we share all accounts, man.
We share all our
everything
accounts,
under the
man.
sun.
I'm just waiting for y'all to share your bank accounts with me, and then that should be good to go. Because I've been waiting to get a new gimbal for this channel, and that's about $600. So whoever has the most amount of money in their accounts, I know Josh just got his tax return, so just go ahead and send me a bank.
Is unemployed though.
The Corona ruined everything, man.
Yeah.
Ruined everything, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you got a Beamer. If you decided to do like food deliveries and stuff, and people see you pull up in that thing, they might give you a tip, man. They'll be like, "Oh, stuff." Oh,
Yeah, but he's got no gas money. He hasn't drove it in like 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. I think it'll be the opposite too. Like this guy's a Beamer during a pandemic. Like he don't need anything. But like you don't even know. I need everything. Give me everything.
Yo, so how are you guys eating right now? Like, how do you do your shopping?
Sounds kind of terrible, but I'm kind of just stopping at the store whenever I need things, just kind of how I normally would. I really haven't changed too much about my normal daily routine, other than like when I get out of work, I obviously there's like everything's closed, so like it's just like grab a couple of things from the store or something and come home. But other than that, I'm still going to work and stopping at the store. And
Fair enough.
I know. Essentially, but Jesse, you never really cooked that often. I know you did cook, but not that often. So as far as like takeout goes, are you still getting takeout?
Oh yeah, every night.
Every night.
I don't cook. I don't know how. Like
doubling down.
Yeah, so it's just been like Domino's, Philly cheesesteaks, Little Caesars. You know.
How are you not fat? I don't get it.
Man, I got this puppy. I've been walking her every day, man. And then sometimes when I get home from the walk, I'll put my feet up and then go like that, so my body still thinks I'm walking. I mean, it just works out for me.
I'm just gonna let Jesse run a podcast by himself. I'm just gonna watch
how
that.
It works out.
What about you, Josh? Do you eat? You got pretty quiet.
Do you eat?
Yo, listen, we were talking about that Chandler Jones thing. I didn't see an ounce of that food. I don't know where it went, man. I'm hungry, man. I'm eating fine. I'm doing drive-thrus and stuff. You know what I mean? Just getting stuff in there. Every once in a while, I'll go grab some stuff from the store, but I try to stay away from the store just because, like, in my mind, it's like that's where everybody is still going. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I just try to do drive-thrus and stuff. So
I've been doing like Target has curbside pickup, so you you order online. And then they just bring it out to you. So I'm like, yo, put it in the trunk. Like, I don't want, no offense, but toss it in the trunk. Or like Instacart deliveries, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Grubhub is free right now, I think.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up. Grubhub and like a bunch of other ones got like a lot of free deliveries for local stores.
Yeah.
But also I got to like shop for my mom too, because she's elderly. So that puts me in the store a little bit more than normal. So it's just, I mean.
Well, life changes,
man.
We'll all adapt to it as it stands right now. We'll get used to it, and this is a sudden change, and it definitely. But we'll all adjust. Industry changes, life changes. We're seeing a major change in a short amount of time here, and this is not something that we're used to. But we'll all adapt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is nothing compared to, I'm sure, what our ancestors have been through as far as change. Life has been pretty stable in the world, or at least in the Western world, for a long time. So we're getting kind of soft.
Yeah, it's really like, I mean, in comparative, I mean, it's kind of a minimal inconvenience right now. I mean, for the most part, like you could still eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's one thing Americans we can definitely.
Supplies in
by the way, we got 2 minutes left.
Stuff. Right. You're not really like hard pressed for things. Like everything's still there to get. It's just, you know what I mean? Maybe different ways of getting it.
I mean, we're going through a corona right now, and I went to the store and I was able to buy watermelon in the middle of spring or winter and stuff like that. So I don't think we're doing
we still
that
have
bad.
all the supplies. We're doing well on that end of it.
God bless America.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to war. Like, hey guys, stay home. Like, it's not that hard. I don't know.
I won't lie to you. I do feel sometimes like I'm fighting a war. Just because I work in the healthcare field, but it's not an actual war with guns and stuff like that at this point. You know what I'm saying? Once the zombies start coming out, then but not yet.
Right.
You were saying something, Josh?
No, I was just saying. I was kind of agreeing with all you guys. Just saying like it could be way worse. Like none of us are like have it. You know what I mean? So like we're just like kind of chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could get a lot. It could get a lot worse for people. Like, I'm sure there's people out there that are like really struggling through this, which sucks. So like,
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good vibes their way, but you know, if people that have it or people that were really, really hurting financially before this hit, and now it's like even worse. So
yeah,
we're still kind of blessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
For
Let's
sure.
count our blessings, glass half full mentality. And I want to thank you guys for joining us for our first ever streaming podcast. It's not streaming, but it kind of feels like it is because we are streaming it right now as we're recording it.
Right.
But hopefully we can do this once a week. We'll get better at it. This is just the first attempt, and we'll be better prepared and everything like that in the future. But I appreciate everybody watching it that stuck to the end. Relevant links in the description. Subscription button is down there as well. Please hit that. And it's been just a thought on current trending topics, I guess. All right. Thanks, boys.
All right, boys.
All right,
It
peace.
was fun. See it.
See ya.